Angry guy here, and women covered in tattoos are demanding men marry them. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now, let's begin. Women covered in tattoos are begging men, or rather demanding men marry them. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
So my rant of the day for you guys is going to be about why I no longer casually date. And by no longer casually date, I mean I will typically let someone know before I even go and meet that person that I'm looking for a monogamous relationship. I typically don't use the word long-term relationship because I can't commit to what length of time me and that other person are going to be compatible if I don't already know them. But I do let them know that at this point in my life, I'm 38 years old. I've accomplished a lot, and I have many reasons why I no longer casually date, and I'm no longer ashamed and afraid and embarrassed to say that I do not casually date. I'm also no longer afraid of losing that person by saying that I only engage in monogamous relationships. So why did I choose to be this way at this age? Well, there was all through my 20s and a part of my early 30s, I didn't really care too much about labels. I was very much a product of our society, and I wanted to be the cool girl. I wanted to be chill. I didn't want to scare anyone away, because we all know that guys get scared away when you start talking about monogamy before you even meet them or on a first date even. So I was so afraid, and I had such low self-esteem that I didn't want to bring up that type of conversation that soon. But at this age, I know myself. I know I've had enough experiences at this point to know that, look, if that's not your thing, that's totally fine, but that's what I do with my body and my life. And if that's not compatible with you, that's totally fine. You can go your way, I'll go my way. We had a coffee date, no big deal. Like, I don't really care at all whatsoever.
So, guys, of course, as women always do, she's blaming men for this. She's saying that all men are responsible for her not feeling comfortable being in non-polygamous relationships. She is blaming men for her choice to engage in hypergamy. Now she's saying that, she's at 38 years old, she is putting her foot down, and she will only date with purpose, basically dating if it leads to marriage and babies, presumably. At 38 years old, and it was the fault of men why she was engaging in the types of relationships that she was. She is covered in tattoos, and she believes that this is the time in her life, the point in her life, where she is now entitled to a good man who wasn't out in the streets, who stayed, who was loyal, responsible, and and express self-control. This is the type of man that she is entitled to now. So women who have basically been in relationships with Chad and Tyrone, Ray, Pookie, Enrique, Miguel, Little Pancho, they love Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. Now they're blaming all men for the way that they were treated, the lives that they lived with these men. These men are for the streets. The kinds of men that they were rolling with are for the streets. And now they're blaming these all men who never were living in the streets, men who were not on the streets. These are the guys that they're seeking out now to subsidize their living, to take care of them, to build their lives off these men. They're turning around and also blaming these men for the hardships that they went through with the bad guys in society. They dated nothing but bad boys, Chads and Tyros, Ray's, Pookies, Panchos, Miguels, and now they're trying to blame men for the experiences that they had, blaming men for the fact that they're still single, and saying that they're giving men a chance to make the situation right by marrying them and giving them the lives that they deserve because they're worth it. And they always come back with this nonsense that they had very low self esteem. And that's the reason why they were allowing themselves to get into relationships with these men. They're not taking any accountability for the fact that they wanted to be with these men. They wanted to have these relationships. They wanted to, they allowed their hypergamy to be a thing, and they didn't keep that in check. And of course, they don't see, the notion that, hey, I'm like 40 years old right now or pushing 40. I'm beyond my reproductive cycle. And the kinds of men I'm looking for have had to work their entire lives to find someone to attract a woman that will allow them to have children and start a family. But at 30 years old, 38 years old, or 40 years old, now I want to step in and tell these men that, going around with younger women is inappropriate, even though I was one of the women who was, spent my younger years dating older men and enjoying myself and having a great time. Now I've seen the light, and that's wrong. Men your age should not be dating 20-year-olds or 25-year-olds. You should be dating women my age or your age or a bit older, and that and you need to grow up and act like adults because what you guys are doing is disgusting. Guys, this is the reality of it. This is how crazy it is. She didn't want you at your best, but now she wants you to be with her at her worst. So when you are at your best, she wants you to be with her at her worst. She did not want you, when she was in her prime, but now she wants you during her decline. It's pretty insane. And if you look at comments on the video, I'm not the only one coming to the conclusion. Someone said, typical modern woman, wasted early years to make a good man pay for her mistakes. Someone else said, why would someone of any age be okay with casually dating? That's okay. That's crazy. Taram says, thank you. You make me and 90% of men being rejected or ignored by women feel blessed that STIs are not even the slightest of concern for you. Definitely made my day. Thank you for your video. This is great advice for young people. Yeah, young people. She's 38, bro. 38 years old. I mean, what young people are you talking about? Nano says damaged goods. Jim says, I know who you are from the time you played the guitar shortly. I'm a blues player, been playing for a long time, so seeing you in his band really got my attention. Good luck with your new quest. What the heck? Someone said herpes. So another person said totally herpes. Holy cow. Gene says the catch will look at you and already categorize you for FUD. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. You may be a good person, but your past will follow you. Can your so-called catch, which probably was a professional, bring you around his family, take you to a work function? You are correct. People are compatible with you. Stay in your lane. Oh my goodness, bro. This is something else. I mean, she posted this video, and it's like more and more men are waking up and realizing that the juice is not worth the squeeze, and like there's a scam going on. Like this is 100% a scam that women are playing. 100% a scam that women are playing. I don't know. It's like modern women seem to think that they can have their cake and eat it too, and it's like, and they don't realize that men are human beings and that men won't tolerate the nonsense anymore. A lot of men are pretty much just done with the games, done with the absolute and utter nonsense and chaos that women invite into their lives. I mean, it's a, and you know what's pretty cool, guys? So while I'm actually sitting here, I'm working on the thumbnail for the video, and here's the picture that I just generated using AI. That's going to be the picture that I use for the thumbnail, and that's pretty good, right? That's to represent her, and it's kind of amazing how far AI has actually come. Just wanted to share that little bit with you. But I mean, you have these modern women, that think that they can have it however they like, and it just doesn't work like that. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers and our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women covered in tattoos are demanding men marry them. What are your thoughts on this? I want to hear your thoughts, guys. So let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.